You know, it's the eve of the New Year's, so there's going to be fireworks in the background. But what we're going to do tonight is going to be a kickboxing night. We're going Glory Collision 3 is going to be the main event. Rico Verhoeven versus Benjamin Sadiq. Incredible fight. We're going to love it. It was so much fun. Again, we got the headliners. We got people coming back. Top guys, Go Kensaki. We have a couple of vets and other organizations that are coming through from MMA and stuff. We got some young gunners. It's going to be really exciting. You're at the right spot. It's PeakMastery. This is the fighting epicenter. We're going to have a great time. Tune in. Don't go anywhere. Let's begin. And here we have John King actually trying to put up a decent fight against Michael Dead. Clearly there was an experience difference here. John didn't look like he really belonged there. He had a good look, good frame, good build, but Mike Dude was taller, was just as strong, had the stamina for it, had the experience. They had a little back and forth, but came to second round. These guys were slugging away, and you can tell that John has no business in this organization. You know, it truly is a step above in competition. And dude, they're trying to push him, and I don't think it's a good idea. Too slow. He doesn't hit hard enough. So what are we doing? He doesn't look like he's in the best shape either to go some 5 rounds with the best of them. So first round, back and forth. That second round, it was an impressive knee. He comes up, it really looked like John's gas tank was running out anyway. So Mike gets a hold of him, hits him with that knee in the solar plex. He comes down, he can't get up fast enough. The ref stops it immediately, fight's over. And for the next fight, this is the one I'm actually really excited for. We have Benjamin Adegboui, he's from Romania, and we have Antonio Plazibat from Croatia. Now, the great part about this is Benjamin's actually just coming off of an incredible win against Badr Hari. What a fight. Hell of a performance. Back and forth with those two. This is Plazibat's test to see if he actually belongs. Because he's very credible, very strong. He's truly a pressure fighter. He's in there, he's very accurate. Has a lot of power, this guy. Young, up and coming. So it was just one of those things to keep Benjamin busy and making sure that he's ready for the big fight. I honestly thought that this probably would have been a fight to prepare him against Rico Verhoeven, but so the fight begins. Nice back and forth. Plazibat Antonio is keeping that pressure going. Benjamin is taking his shots and giving it right back, but then at a moment you just have Plazibat with an overhand, boom, putting him down, and he's slipping and sliding all over the place. He's trying to survive. He has like a good 40 seconds left. That referee is watching the man like a hawk to see that body language. And Benjamin is doing enough, I guess. At one point he gave him that hard knee, and he's doing enough, I guess, to still stay in the fight. Round is over. The man survives. That was incredible. Wow, so exciting. On the edge of your seat, that's a fact. That round 2 begins. They meet in the middle. Benjamin throws something for Plazibat, like just catch and counter, boom, overhand. The man goes flying to the ropes. Tries to get back up, he stumbles and falls. You know that equilibrium is gone. Ref still gives him an opportunity to fight. Has him take his gloves out, gives him that, he reaches around that 7-8 count, slaps his gloves. The man had no balance. He was not ready for that fight. Oh, and here we begin for the next fight. It's going to actually be a light heavyweight fight this time. It's going to be Abina Danegi. You know, you just love young, hungry lions coming in, tearing it up, trying to make a name for themselves. These are top 5 in the world, and both fellas have incredible records just in Glory alone. Yeah, from Lithuania, Sergey Muslovov. The bell rings, these boys are going right at it. From the beginning, you couldn't really tell who won it. It was so close, it was so back and forth. Unfortunately, Sergey, he's actually had a layoff for about a couple of years, and he's coming back and he's a little bit rusty. And So it's just one of those fights where it was really difficult to be the judge. There was a bit of Abina doing a couple of low blows, Sergey making note of it, letting the ref know. But otherwise, it was a very entertaining first round. That second round, complications again, low blows again. This time, the ref noticed, he acknowledged it. But Sergey actually taking a charge here, putting it under pressure. He quickly found his rhythm, his pace, and was putting on that pressure. He wasn't letting the man get out of that corner, out of those ropes. And for the third round, it really is a toss-up. You could really toss a coin and a quarter and, you know, choose whoever it would have been. It is what it is. It came down to a split decision. For our next fight, it's going to be actually for the welterweights this time. You got Hamicha, #1 contender in the world. He's at 42-2. The man's from Morocco. We're talking about devastating knockout power, very aggressive, well-mannered, good-looking guy. Very scary in the ring, though. And then you have, you know, a distant contender. So it's going to be from France, Samuel Debilia. You know, he's had quite a few fights, about 10. You know, he's a good body to put in front. He's about 6'4.5", coming in at 170 pounds. It's incredible. I'm about 6'2", and I can't imagine me at 170 pounds. So this man does have some good reach. The fight starts off. It's a good little exchange standing. He's kind of keeping his, you know, his hands out, his kicks out, keeping Hamicha at bay. But Hamicha's coming in, closing the distance, landing his shots, getting that lever. Ooh, he loves that lever. That was so impressive. Coming in with those uppercuts to the body. The man goes down. That's one. Comes over again. Wails on him. Unleashes. Goes down. Here comes for that third time. This is all in the time span of one round. 3 minutes in these rounds. And then the ref had to intervene because it's a 3 knockdown rule. The fight's over. Hamicha wins. For our co-main event, we have the return of Gokhan Saki and versus James McSweeney. Gokhan being from Turkey, McSweeney being from Great Britain. Let's see. You know, I think it was a solid test. McSweeney, you know, very durable. I've seen him since the Ultimate Series when he first appeared, and then, you know, he hung around. He fought quite a few times for the UFC. Gokhan Saki had his couple of attempts as well. That was in his kind of later years. I think he would have done a lot better when he was a little younger, to be honest. So both of them coming and transitioning for this fight. You know, it was going to be incredible to see Gokhan back in his winning ways. It was a lot of fun. It was back and forth. The thing being, though, unfortunately, McSweeney was not checking any of Gokhan Saki's kicks. Gokhan was landing every single time he could, every single time he wanted to. There was an impressive. There were times where McSweeney had actually committed to landing some shots, and he actually tagged him a few times, and they were effective. They looked good. They looked like they were doing something. Here comes that second round. You know, McSweeney's a little bloodied up from that first, and they haven't skipped a beat. It was just like that first round where McSweeney is not checking anything. Gokhan's landing when he feels like it. McSweeney's putting up a good fight. You know, he's trying to still hold his own, but Gokhan found it, shook the rust off midway in that first round. It was really exciting. But as you know, Gokhan chopped him down. The man fell, attempted to get back up, chopped him right back down again. And he couldn't get up this time. It wasn't happening. The ref had to stop it. Now we're here. We're at the main event. It's Jamal Ben Sadiq and Rico Verhoeven. First round begins. It's pretty much the entire first round. It's a feel-out process. Both fellas are throwing out punches and kicks. Again, kind of gauging each other's distance. Jamal is 6'9". This man is massive. His nickname is Goliath. And, you know, Rico being 6'5", 6'6", incredible as well, big boy. But that first round, they're getting familiar with one another all over again. But towards the end of that first round, Sadiq catches him with a counter punch, and almost, it was certainly controversial. It should have been counted as a knockdown because it was a flash punch that put him down, and Rico was saved by the bell. Now here's round two, and this is exactly what, if I had to show anybody heavyweight kickboxing, this is the round. Ben Sadiq was coming in with that pressure. The boys just weren't letting up. Rico was bringing in that pressure, knowing that, I feel like he was capitalizing on the fact that this guy's been out of action for a little while. But Jamal, again, catching him, leaving him busted open. Rico Verhoeven using his tactics where he was spitting out his mouthpiece. And, the problem is the ref kind of kept falling for it. He kind of kept resetting. But the Goliath, Mr. Ben Sadiq, he was at Rossi. He was actually thankful for it anyways. But it was when he was kind of winning in those moments that it was very convenient that that mouthpiece flew out of his mouth. It is what it is. The second round ends. Man, so much excitement. Here comes that third round. And these boys aren't letting up. Back and forth, back and forth. Ben, using that range. He's still kind of getting the upper hand. Rico's face is again shut down, and Ben barely makes it. Again, it was just a repeat of that second round. Here comes that fourth round. Oh boy. Ben is spent. He has nothing in him. They truly wanted to, they threw him out there and told him pretty much go for the Hail Marys. And Rico just, didn't let up. This man has great cardio, and he's been training this entire time, so he was ready for a war. Even though Alistair has no chin and he'll get put down quick. But that's how the fight ended. He put him down, stood up for that 10 count. He's looking at the ref like, I got nothing in me. I don't know what you want me to do here. And then they called it. And now we have Rico Verhoeven, the champion. This is 11 consecutive title defenses and 21 undefeated glory win streak. He's absolutely a legend, this guy.